Hi guys, my name is Aimee and I'm the founder of Aimee.
And my name is Sophie and I'm the content creation assistant here at Aimee.
Today we are talking about how pressure makes diamonds. We're diving into some in real life marketing activations we have done in record speed, including our New York pop-up and our London Fashion Week show. So, I wonder how we're doing. Should we manifest? How's it going?
I think everyone's loving it. Everyone's
Really?
eating it up. Everyone's saying more. We want more. Give us more. I don't know how many we're going to be filming before you go to New York. Because, guys, this is pre-New York flight. This is...
Still, yeah.
I can't wait. I know we've had this chat. I was telling my hairdresser about the K9... Yeah, you. The K9 flight that you're going to be getting on with Mr. Oddie.
With the main man himself.
Come on,
Q.
sir.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you can do it.
You got this.
You've got this. So me and Oddie are flying with K9 jets.
They've heard about this and I've asked you to vlog it.
Yes,
so
I will be vlogging it,
by
yeah.
this point, it's up,
Josh
it's
was
live.
like, we need to get him a pet carrier. We need to start putting him in the pet carrier and really practicing. And Oddie was like, I don't fly on those kind of planes.
That's not my kind of thing. Give me PJ right now. We get you. You're bougie. You're bougie like that. You're like your mum.
No, my thing is, okay, because someone told me that they forgot a document and it was like hell when they got to the US border and their dog got detained. And I was like,
something you would so do.
No way is that happening to me. So I've got a lovely, helpful service. The first time flying, I definitely will do the whole Paris to New York situation where you can fly with them under the sea.
Yeah.
But for the first time, while I'm so nervous, that's why we're doing it.
You're going to be...
It's also my dream.
Yeah, you're very excited. Yes, you just needed a little run up. We knew... Oh.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he's confused because I'm dressed like you today.
Oddie.
No, we don't need to go. I'm his part.
This is what I do at home when he sits with Josh. I pretend to cry.
No.
Josh is like, you're evil.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
The vibes are here. This is why we brought him to work, so just for my bed. No, we're not doing that, though. We're not allowed to do that on camera. What's this?
That is an air tag.
Fair.
Because, I just had a traumatic experience with our family dog where we almost lost him and he ends up on the train tracks. So we're not taking any chances with you.
Isn't he not very good at coming back as well when you call his name?
He's got no recall whatsoever.
Is that down to you?
It's a little bit down to him as well.
Okay.
Just wants to run for rabbits all the time.
Yeah.
You look like you're really enjoying that, Oddie.
It's because he really likes me. Did you know that? Anyway, I feel like we can...
Anywho, what is today's episode about?
We're talking about pressure.
So, pressure makes diamonds. I can only assume that they've written this episode in about maybe
you.
The fashion show we did in 6 weeks, the New York store that we opened in 5 weeks.
Covent Garden store that we opened in how many weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah.
You are probably the queen. You are probably the queen of... you love a bit of pressure, don't you?
Do you know what it is for me? Okay, and this is what I'm working on. For me, it's been I haven't had enough people for the last 5 years.
Yeah.
So it's more so when I get the time to think and good ideas come, there's only 6 weeks to bring them into fruition.
And then you're like, gotta make it quick.
We are getting better, and I feel like when I first started Aimee, it was very much like that from a product point of view, and it was really hard to launch new products, and I'd miss deadlines and stuff. We've got a lot better at that in that now. We know our timeline. But for marketing activations and anything like that, this year is all about giving ourselves time to do that as well. Because I remember 6 weeks before London Fashion Week, I wanted to do a fashion show. And we went and viewed the venue at Hotel Cafe Royale. We pulled together loads of models and we got it done in 6 weeks.
Why the hell did you even think, let's do a fashion show? What actually made you go?
Because everything, I just feel like when you have a brand, especially when you're an e-commerce brand, you have to be doing other things because there's so many people online. Yeah. Everyone's doing all these things that you can do online because they're at the touch of a button. Things like events, for example, our Mother's Day event that we just done.
Glorious.
It's not just doing a dinner related to a collection, it's a nice touch. Mm-hmm. So I think I'm always just trying to think of innovative ways to grow the brand outside of
just collections,
just being online and being on socials.
And also just to kind of keep being relevant and keep being in people's faces.
But
and
also,
you're seeing us on socials and you're seeing us do these fun things.
Yeah, I mean, anything you do in real life, events, pop-up stores, they grow your brand online. That is not just putting a store in London to get some footfall in London. When we opened the first ever pop-up and showed, socials that, it really added like a lot of credibility.
Of course, because now people
And
first
it
be able
grew
to
the
shop
brand.
you
I remember there's very
life.
few moments that we've had in the last 5 years where I have watched our business double overnight. So daily orders, everything overnight. The first one was when we did the pop-up store.
Craziness.
Second one was London Fashion Week.
Bloody crazy.
Third one was opening a New York store. And it grows the
Really?
brand online even more. Like I think every single day we was doing a tour in the New York store of like the progress. People loved that. That got so much traction on socials. So I think whenever you're a brand doing something outside of the box and in real life, then it has a good effect on socials, but it actually grows your brand globally. 100%. So I think that's why I always want to push us to have these moments. I always say like, what is our next moment?
Yeah.
Because that's why a lot of people, when they speak about our socials, they speak about like our collections and shoots we do, but they also speak about, you know, the fun behind all the stores and stuff like that.
We're a fashion brand, but at the end of the day, we've got community there. We've got this like just this personality behind the brand as well, and that I think we can show through doing these, like, events and or store openings or things 100%. Like that. So the fashion show,
but we're trying to get a bit more in a timely fashion.
Because this was like, I remember you telling everybody. I think we had 8 weeks, right? Or was it 6?
I think it was like last week of July for like a September situation.
This was 2023 we're talking about, and you just say we're going to do a fashion show and we're going to be part of London Fashion Week.
Yeah,
and it pretty much. It was so much fun. It was crazy, but it was fun.
It was hands down the most stressful time of my life, though.
I remember, like, because everybody had their different responsibilities, for example. So I was responsible of models. Yeah. So I went, who could I find that was pretty and had personality and would do it? And I was
confident. We wanted confidence.
I was finding friends. I was finding from school, from university. I was finding people that I've just like met online, like fellow social girls. I was finding some like upcoming models. I was getting anyone in, and I was like, probably not spoken to you since like year 11 at school, but you're gonna come in, and you want to be a part of the fashion show, and it was so much fun. But it was like, I
mean, there
scary.
was so many moving parts to it that it was like models, it was venue, it was lights, it was flowers, it was music.
DJ as well.
Yeah.
I had to get someone making a sound for the runway, and then you had to find the timings.
There was so many moving parts to that, and that was, when I honestly think back to that was like hands down one of the most stressful experiences. Because also going back to like hiring, which we speaking about in another episode, I had no managers at that point.
No.
So I was one person, and I had maybe 18 people reporting into me at that time, and it was our first big event. And I just remember being so overwhelmed every single day, because everyone understandably had a question for me.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would be like, we need to know what you want. And I'm like, I haven't been able to think about this.
Yeah.
Like I remember there was a real fuss around where the girls were going to walk from. And that went on for ages, and I was like, I literally can't compute. Like, I've just had like 10 other questions. I don't know what I want. And it was like really like,
what are you showing on the runway? And then what?
It was insane. And then we was trying to get like the collection through the line. It was like so manic. I remember just, that was chronic stress.
Yeah, we were in New York, and you got your hair done that one morning in New York.
Yeah.
By Stephen, what was his name?
Stevie Ray Huffman. Love him.
The man, the myth, the legend.
Love him.
And I remember I was just sat on the sofa, like, I think I was emailing models and sorting all that out. And I just remember you just being glued to your phone. Because, yes, we were trying to shoot a new collection, but it was
we ended up going back to New York after the shoot, didn't we? And reshooting, because my head was not in the game.
And if Amy's head's not in the game, you're not.
It's impossible.
You're not getting it. Because we've had that before as well. Like, if a situation comes up, we're on shoot. Because obviously you're not a model, you're a CEO. Like, if something comes up when you're doing it, then that's it. Like, you've got to deal with that fire.
So,
and for this, it was just kind of not fires, but it was just stress. And
it was just like
questions.
And a lot of that was down to the fact that it was a very short window of time. Like now we would have like sign-off meetings. Like the way in which I work with my team now is we have one meeting a week for me to sign everything off. That was just like every single day, like questions were just coming at me.
Crazy
and I think
now.
As a business we've just come a long way between like how we all communicate. But that was
get it now.
Absolute carnage.
mad.
It really was.
And on the day of this fashion show.
But it was such an achievement.
It was so good, but I remember everyone got there. This was so fun. We all got there, all the team, and we all sat in the lobby. I think we were waiting for all the models to get there, and we basically ran through the schedule of the day. And I just remember us all sat around there, and I remember like it was scary the day. But it was so much fun because none of us had ever done this before.
No.
And throughout the week, we managed to get onto the London Fashion Week
schedule.
So we were all
everyone was like, "You're on the schedule." I was like, "Yeah, I am."
It's like a big thing. We've got the guests coming. Like we've made a guest list. We've sorted it all out. And we all just sat there and we're like, God, this is actually going to happen. So
I was so nervous that day. I remember I was getting my makeup done and I just wanted you in the room with me. And like a couple of the other girls were like, we're like running around like crazy and you've just got Sophie sat next to you. Like, but I was like, no, but I need her. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I just need her to calm me down. So like, I'm sorry, everyone's like got like a million clothes on their back, steaming things, or like sorting all the models out. And I just needed Sophie to just sit with me.
So I did. So I came and knocked on your hotel room, and I came and just sat, and you were getting your hair done, your makeup done.
Yeah, I was getting my hair and makeup done. Yeah.
And I was just like, "How you feeling?" And you were like, "I'm so scared. I've never felt this scared in my life." And I don't know what I was saying to you. Some sort of just calming you down, chatting. Yeah. Blogging,
that was so stressful.
Josh.
And I remember on the last girl to go out, her zip broke.
Girls.
It
was going really well. Me and Hannah were out in the front because
everyone was on time.
We were doing it. We were live. What's the word?
Streaming it
on YouTube, so which you can still go and watch now. And if you want to watch this, and it was going really, really well. All the girls were coming at the right time. The music was playing. The DJ, the vibes were feeling. Everyone was loving the new collection. Which now we think about it was like we were showcasing like a jumper on the fashion.
Yeah, it wasn't a great collection,
but it was the vibe at the time. I think that's we can only look back and say that. But obviously, I had no idea about what was going on behind the scenes. And I think what I heard, you were in your room watching it on this live stream. And apparently, because you were so scared.
Yeah.
And apparently, as it went on and things were actually going to plan, and it was basically just getting to the end of it, you like slowly came from your room. Leona was telling me that she could slowly see you like crawl, like coming up the corridor.
Yeah.
With your phone in your hand, being
like I was streaming it. It was going so well. I was like, yes, I'm just gonna get out there.
Yeah.
And I come out and they're like, the last dress is broke, like the final like runway dress, and I was like.
Like the zip wouldn't go up.
And I am not joking. Within like 3 seconds of her ready to go, Summer just went whoop, and it went up. We was like,
it was mad. And it was my friend whose dress it was, and I remember her being
she was
like,
fuming. Yeah, it was Marina. Yeah. She was like, I'm so annoyed out because we were like, you can't go out.
Yeah, she was so upset, but she always says like Summer was her like guardian angel.
Yeah.
Like, she was like, I don't know how she did it because no one could break it. Like it was also, I think it was broken. Like it was genuinely like
it was like a sample.
It wasn't reversible. Like you genuinely could not fix this dress. And then suddenly, some of the magic hands zoop, goes. Out you go.
And I was like, that's so typical. I've just come out and it's just all gone wrong.
But then it was fixed.
Yeah.
And then I just remember, like, it was just absolutely. And then we had like the exclusive dress. Yeah. Frankie wore. She came out, and then everybody did that like that. Like, the gasp.
Everyone gasped.
You could hear the
it was
gasp
honestly
in the
one
room.
of the best things we've ever done. Like I would really encourage
exclusive
all
range,
brands.
Like the entire runway range.
How in which like a small brand could do anything in Fashion Week. I think even as small as like a presentation, like inviting press. I remember one year, I think it was Lorna with her brand LA Space. She got like a really nice hotel room and just invited press to preview the collection. I think that's quite a nice idea. A lot of people do like showrooms, but I just really wanted to do a fashion show
in 6 weeks.
And I really want. I've said to a couple of people that I've onboarded this year that I really want a strategy for all fashion weeks, because I think sometimes if we've got a launch on, we won't do it or we won't think about it. Whereas I kind of want Odd Muse to just be covering everything.
Yeah.
So I really want a bit more of a strategy going into it this year, and that's across like Paris, London, New York.
Yeah.
Especially London and New York. But I would like to do another one because I feel like we would make it so
much better.
Good.
Like, I feel like we would
the fact that we did that in 2023, it was kind of like an achievement that we did it. But now I actually want to do it like afterwards, really, really cool.
Was like mad. I remember we were all celebrating. I was running.
Oh yeah, it ended up just being like a staff party at the end.
It was a staff party at the end of the day because we were so. there was so much pressure, and not like because we were.
That's
just
the
all
one
wanted to
thing
go
I don't
well.
like about Fashion Week, actually, because obviously everyone's so busy, so everyone kind of like scurries off after and they have another show. So I was expecting it to be like this big party,
Yeah.
And it was, but just of like
old new staff.
just of old new staff and my family.
Yeah, but then that's kind of what we liked at the time, because I think when we'd all come together and we'd made the show happen, and it went well, so it was like everyone just kind of let loose after that because someone else had any more responsibilities. I was there with my social camera, just still getting content, and then there we went. It
was a bit wild.
You took Oddie to Sacconi's? Did you go to Sacconi's?
Yes, I went to Sacconi's.
No dogs allowed. Guys, it's a restaurant. No dogs are allowed. You were barefooted, I think.
Yeah, I was not in my heels.
You were not in your heels, obviously.
I had that diamond necklace on loan. Imagine going to Mayfair now.
Girl, she had this diamond necklace on. That was a lot of money. A lot of money that they were like, okay, wear it for the run, like for the fashion week.
Yeah, I was walking around Mayfair,
It was
innit?
gorgeous. You walked around it with it, no shoes on, dog in hand. No dogs allowed in the restaurant.
Needed pasta.
Somehow you managed to get him in the restaurant. Don't know how you did that. You're very good at negotiating. And then we
and you all went out.
went to Soho.
No, I wasn't going to do.
And then Summer's boyfriend paid for our Uber home.
Great.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about that the next day, like, yes. I was like, good on you.
It's footballer. So I was like, wow, yeah, and she lives near me. So I was like, I said to her, we'll go to your house, I'll walk home. She's like, you're not walking home at this time of night. So then he just dropped me home. It was great. Well, he didn't, the Uber driver did, but it was such a vibe.
I remember the morning after I woke up, because you know me, I notoriously don't charge my phone. There's anything about me.
God.
And neither does Josh.
If we talk about pet peeves, that is my pet peeve of yours. Like, I hate that.
Neither of us we didn't bring a charger either, so
course not.
both our phones were dead. Josh was going on like this golf day with his dad that was like his dad left the show early, like, I'm going to go on my own because I feel like you're going to be late.
Yeah.
So we wake up and we're like, what time is it? And I'm like, I don't know. And we're like tapping all our screens. Everything's dead. We don't know what time it is. We're like screaming at each other, like, what is the time? Alice is next door. We knock. She's like in her pajamas. Like, I'm like, what is the time? I need a charger. It was like 11 o'clock. Josh's dad was like halfway through the day.
Yeah.
And then Josh had to get the train back home. And then he realised when in like his like clothes from the day before, gross. And he realised once he got home that he'd left the keys with me.
If that's the most you and Josh thing I've ever heard in my life.
So, and then he had like 1%.
keys.
He managed to like ring his mum to pick him up, take him to like their house and get changed and go on the train.
This gives me so much anxiety.
Yeah, like,
I
you
have to
couldn't even
plan my day out. Like, I'm there like this time, and you just rocking up. What did you do for the rest of the day?
What did I do? Me and Alice just got the stock back, really. We just got a cab back, yeah. It was pretty chill, actually.
Yeah, quite a nice time.
And then I just like relaxed a little bit. But yeah, it was a real sense of achievement. And I think you need to push yourself to do things like that, especially when there's so many brands up and coming. Like, what can you do in real life? So Fashion Week was definitely that. And I want to conquer Fashion Week again.
But with more time.
With more time, yeah.
Because even though we love pressure, sometimes
It still makes diamonds.
It does make diamonds.
But it also is stressful.
Yes, and overwhelming.
But New York was quite a quick turnaround.
Yeah.
But New York was like one of those things that we spoke about the whole year. Like, we knew it was happening.
But for some reason, we didn't really delve into it until, September, October.
Yeah.
And then it was
we opened in November.
So I remember the first meeting, because I remember hearing about it, getting called in, being like, you're going to be part of that situation. And then slowly, more people got added into like the plan. And then I was speaking to Alice because she was PM. Apprentice. She was project manager, and she asked me to make a little mood board for her presentation that she was doing. So I made that for her. We got in, and it was just basically like, we need your help with like creative side of things. We get
better at it every time, because when I think about Fashion Week, like, that was so stressful, but actually New York wasn't that stressful.
It wasn't in terms of the plan.
It was just exciting, and everyone by that point. So we're like 4 years into Odd Muse at this point. So I feel like everyone's like super professional in how they communicate and how they need to like put things together for an actual sign off, rather than just like, if I'm walking from this end to the office, like quickly chucking me a question. No, like actually visually putting it in an organised meeting.
Yeah.
And also we've done the pop-up in March 23. So I think whenever you do something once.
And we opened the store.
Yeah, so whenever you do something once, like I remember leading up to our first ever pop-up, I was having weekly sessions with this woman. Like, I am so stressed about it. I don't know what to expect. No one's going to be outside, blah, blah, blah. Now I'm like, I will open another store tomorrow.
Yeah.
Practice really makes perfect.
Yeah.
Like
you're still the same. No one's going to show up.
I still obviously stress that no one's ever going to come because I'm always like that.
Yeah.
But I know how much things cost. There's no I know what to expect, and that makes it really easy. Yeah. That makes it really, really easy.
But that also, so 2 months, and we were basically turning around a store that was how big? 2,500?
2,500 square feet. But this time we actually hired a company to like deal with all the aesthetics.
Guys, my God, if we did something right, it was hire this company.
Production.
My God.
Get production. I mean,
if you have the money, get the production.
Exactly, that's it, right? The first 2 years we didn't have the money, so we didn't have production.
Yeah, it was us.
But production was game changing, and the store was just like amazing. It looks so amazing. What I'm thinking
about right now is when we did the 2023 pop-up. So obviously that was a pop-up. That was my second week, and I remember it was amazing. I loved going diving straight into it. Really fun. That kept open for ages. It was meant to be how many months?
Yeah, well, it was meant to be a month, and then we extended it maybe like 4 or 5 months.
Because you just kept, and then I remember there was a point when you were like, oh, I need to decorate the wall somehow. I'm just going to staple those unused bags to like a board, and there was literally this huge board. It was a huge store as well.
Yeah.
We had to fill this board, and it was either just like poly boards with like your face like on there, whatever. And then there was literally you and Josh were just stapling unused.
That actually looked quite chic.
It looked lovely and chic. But like comparing that to
the 8-foot tree in the store, New York store.
Yeah. With all the like the lovely like ceramics and the pictures on the wall and the lights, and
it's gorgeous.
It was such a moment,
and it just took such a stress off.
Yeah,
like it was like someone else is dealing with that.
It was great. Like we got there and nothing was. We saw it already in a recce, but we got there, you, me, and Alice, and the first thing we did on the first day was like Wi-Fi, I think.
Yeah.
Sound maybe, and then we shot the new collection that weekend. We had a chill day on Sunday. Then Monday we had a week.
Yeah, a whole week of it.
But we had a week, but we easily turned it around because of this production company.
Yeah. I mean, we had a week, but we also had like 8 other people in store doing everything.
Yeah. So we were like in and out, getting the content that we needed to do, making sure people knew about the date and
having that level of help is a luxury.
Yeah.
It's obviously like the first 2-3 projects we did when we was like really, really small. The reason they were so manic and the reason they were so stressful is because the cash wasn't there, and you have to make those sacrifices.
Yeah.
So,
but luckily,
but still push yourself to do it. Don't let that not like. We did a fashion show, and we've done pop-up stores with very limited budgets, very, very limited budgets. So there's always things you can do.
I feel like we always try to do it with a limited budget. Like I do feel like we always try our best to kind of be as much like, can we do it as possible? And I think,
100%. Like when we were speaking to like other brands, there was a couple other brands that had done pop-ups in New York, and they was telling me what they spent, and I was like, no way. Because sometimes it does get a bit senseless when it's like, especially when it's like an investment-led company, and they'll like just say like, we had a call with a production company before that was like, oh, we only work on projects that are like 200k minimum. And it just gets silly. It just gets like silly when it gets to that point. So you definitely have to like work the system a little bit. We always like to work with like more independent people, because it just gets a little bit silly.
Because it worked out
great.
But
I mean, the bigger your budget, the easier it's going to be because you're paying for that ease, and that's what having a big budget gets you. It gets you the project done a bit more seamlessly.
But also, where it was in New York, we couldn't pop to New York easily. Do you know what I mean? Like, with the Covent Garden store, if there was, which it happened, there was a problem, Alice would just pop there and sort it out with the builders that we knew.
Yeah, 100%.
Family or friend or with someone. Like, whereas New York, it was like, you had no idea, really, like, contacts. You had no idea, like, you couldn't get there and fix a problem really
think
quickly.
anytime you go international, you need to get help.
And you need someone there. Always, and that's what we had. Like, we had a landlord, obviously, but we needed more help than that.
Yeah.
And then that's where the production company came in, and it allowed us to enjoy that time.
Yeah.
Even though you were still stressed.
Yeah.
Being like, no one's going to turn up. 300 people later.
Yeah.
Here they were opening morning.
But it still blows my mind.
That was mad. But yeah, that was stressful, but in the best way possible. And I think that's a good in-between of pressure for it to go well, but we managed to lean on others that kind of helped that pressure out.
Yeah, 100%.
So what is the next?
What is the next? This is my problem. Like, I don't know.
You want the next project?
But, like, it will happen in the next, like, 3-4 months.
Yeah, but this is a situation.
No,
so
to be honest,
get more organised.
I'm having other conversations with people in office about what moments. I keep saying, what are the moments? Because they work so well for us on socials.
Yeah.
What are the moments? But for me, it's really just turning around that New York store, because we signed permanently, and since then it's just been an absolute nightmare. Like, Trump's been giving all these tariffs, like they're upping them every single week. New York's like quite seasonal, so like January and February it was a -10, people don't shop.
Yeah.
So for me, it's actually a real priority to situate myself there and think about New York and New York only.
This is where the move's happening. This is where this is coming in. And that makes sense.
So there'll be a lot of New York moments.
Yes.
But I just don't know what they look like. Because I said, I did a TikTok the other day. I was like, I just need to be somewhere where there's nothing else going on. I'm in a completely different time zone to everyone else. And I'm just like, I've got nothing on my to-dos. And I'm just in the New York store looking around thinking, what can I do?
Yeah.
Because
people want?
that's
You
my
can even ask,
focus.
being like, what is the
But
thing
we
that's coming
do, by the end of the year, we will have a bigger London store. I can confirm that, because that's just got to happen. Because it's not
exclusive.
Understandably, we have this tiny store in Covent Garden, which is amazing, and it's this beautiful boutique, and it's like core to the brand. We had this massive store in New York, and everyone was like, how comes New York got such a big store?
Because it was meant to be this huge, it was like pop up. And,
but obviously we signed permanent. So
Yeah.
understandably, London are like, well, we need that big store. And there's like queues outside London every single...
It's tiny.
Yeah.
So
It's
now,
only got 2 fitting rooms.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can confirm that.
So, and then I think the plan, if I'm correct, is that in the store that we have now in London...
Yeah, I want to keep it.
But we keep it primarily for the brides?
No.
Oh, why did I hear this?
No, you've heard that, and I've said no. I hate that idea.
Oh, okay, scrap that.
I hate that idea. I want a big store with like a bridal section, but I think if you're going to limit a whole store to like one type of person...
So how are you differentiating both stores then? Like, what we do?
It's not about differentiating them. It's about just having a bigger store that you can send to people.
Okay. Yeah.
And it's also about convenience. Like Masoma next door to us, they have a store like 10 minutes away on Carnaby Street.
Yeah.
People do it to be convenient as well. So yeah, I'm not really trying to make... It's like, that will be like our main flagship.
Yeah.
But it will allow more space. Whereas the London store, once the big stores open, the London store will maybe carry like core and like the latest collection.
Yeah.
Because we can't have too much in there because it's so small.
Yeah.
But no, like loads of people's like retail strategy is just being situated places. So yeah, no, it will still very much be an Odd Muse store.
Will it be pink?
I don't know.
Oh,
that's the thing with London as well. Like a lot of the
Yeah.
time, if you're going onto listed buildings, you can't touch them.
Can't do it.
So
Luckily,
a lot of places that I've viewed haven't let me like said like you're not painting it pink. Really?
Really? Not us? Obvious?
And yeah, different roads have their rules. So yeah.
yeah.
TBC whether it'll be a pink store.
Okay, but it's coming.
Like New York, for example, wouldn't let me paint that pink.
No.
It's a whole house.
Yeah.
People live above it. I can't be like pink.
But inside we have a tree, so that's okay. Made up for it.
Yeah.
It was cute inside.
Every store will be different.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Okay. Well, when will that happen though?
I want to aim for like peak. I want it October, November time.
So we should get on it real quick. Okay.
But we're on it now. That's what I'm saying. I've
we're on
viewed
it.
stores.
Look,
I've
we're
had
getting
meetings.
better.
I've got all my like cash flow down there that I left in the
Make
weekend.
sure you take that
here
home with
over
you.
the weekend.
Yeah, because that's
that was all
important.
about the store confirming whether we can do it or
Nice.
not. So yeah,
Can't
I've
wait.
already started on a project for
Okay,
November.
she's already ready. But yeah, fun. Okay, we're on to Muse Mail. Muse Mail. We are talking about, because we've touched upon fashion shows, our experience at Odd Muse. But let's talk about the fun moments, fashion show. What comes to your mind when you think about the best iconic?
When I think runway,
Yeah.
do you know what automatically I think of? I think of all like the ones where their shoes falling off.
No, I'm thinking
Like Doyton
like,
Cruz at
yes.
Victoria's Secret, and she
they're
just like whacks it off.
No, I
or like
can't.
Valentino, they've sent them down the runway, and it's like their shoes are like size 4,
It's awful.
or like really
No, but
small size.
You see their ankles like.
Yeah.
Nah,
But they just have to get on with it.
No,
They're like
can't
show
do that.
wins.
Or like I was thinking about the one when I think it was Chanel. There was like a lady. It was in France, and a lady like comes onto the stage, and she comes. You know, like all the people that like, obviously trying to like.
Yeah.
I think it was Gigi Hadid. It was like turn around and to a lady. Do you not see it? It was like a really cool runway, and she goes to turn around, and she like pushed her like slightly off the stage.
Oh yeah,
But,
loads
like,
of people
well
always
done,
try and
Gigi, well done.
Yeah.
But I've got some bit of a nicer one than breaking ankles. Schiaparelli, Kylie's Lionhead.
Yeah.
This was what, like a year ago, 2 years ago? I can't remember now. 2 years,
Yeah.
I want to say. That was a big moment because that had a lot of, I spoke about it at uni actually, a lot of controversy. Because obviously it was a bit like...
Yeah, I didn't really understand
it.
it.
Was just like the hue Lionhead.
This is when like fashion just like goes a little bit like sometimes runway can be a bit like this doesn't make sense and people are going to talk about it and it's senseless.
Sometimes
I
it's
don't
like
like that.
it's
I'd
a pinch
rather
of
the
salt
dress
moment.
just be so beautiful.
Yeah.
And Schiaparelli's done like so much since then.
Yes.
Like so much.
That was like, personally...
I didn't care about the Lionhead.
Was that
but I
right?
guess it was the first like point probably when I started looking at Schiaparelli.
Yeah, but was that because of them or was that because of Kylie? Do you know what I mean? Like, was that a Kylie PR stunt? Was that
I don't
Chris's...
really know.
Like, did she...
I don't really
be like,
know,
oh, come
but
on,
the
let's put a
Lionhead like
That
didn't
was...
become a feature in the
No.
brand for obvious reasons.
Recently, Doechii, anything but D squared.
Oh, I
I just
love
love
her.
She looks gorgeous.
I'm obsessed with her.
She's like my new favourite. She's invited to the Met Gala. Have you looked at the list of the Met Gala?
No.
We'll get onto that now. Ariana Grande, yeah, iconic. Kendall Jenner, slay. ASAP Rocky, Usher, Zendaya,
Nice.
Kim K, Obs,
Yeah.
Sabrina Carpenter,
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton,
Anyone who's never been before?
Lady Gaga, Cynthia's there. Cynthia there
Yeah,
last
Cynthia
year?
was there last
Did they
year.
do Emma Chamberlain's back? She's always there. Simone Biles, is she always there?
I don't know who that is.
The Olympian, gymnast. She's
I
like
don't
won
know
the
who that-
most gold medals for America.
Sorry, I don't know.
Oh my god, she's incredible. Charli XCX.
Yep, cool. Love her.
I'm trying to think of people that
Should be
these are all
cool.
like normal people, like Hailey Bieber, Selena Gomez. They're all there. Jenna
Oh, they're
Ortega-
both going to be there.
they're next to each other on the list. Kind of crazy that. Jenna Ortega is going to be there.
Nice.
Florence Pugh, love her. Demi Moore, obviously. Barry's going to be there. Sabrina's also going to be there. Whoop. Olivia Rodrigo's going to go back. Doechii. I think it might
Nice.
be her first one, like I said. Elle Fanning,
Oh.
love her. But yeah, just the normal Ice Spice. Chappell Rowan. The classic.
Yeah.
Very, very excited. Copenhagen Fashion Week tablecloth.
Yes.
Do you know, I was speaking to Michael about this.
Coperini.
I don't know who was it?
It's Coperini, but how do you pronounce that brand? Coperini.
Coperini. Is that the same as... Are you talking about... Which one are you talking about?
When
'Cause
she
no,
when she
you're
walks,
talking-
she's
you're
a guest. She gets up and her dress
yeah.
is the tablecloth.
Crazy.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about another moment, but we'll get to that. But yeah, she's just sat there. There's like a video of her, and doesn't she do a little like ding ding ding,
Yeah.
ding, and she gets up.
That's a good one.
That's great.
all
That was
the
recent.
Chanel shows that Karl Lagerfeld done, amazing.
amazing.
The aeroplane, the supermarket.
He's just
He
just-
was amazing.
Yeah.
Um,
The mic. Amazing.
who else?
I've got
What else have people said?
Bella Hadid, because that was Coperni. Yeah.
Oh, the spray on one.
Spray on.
Brilliant.
Iconic. That was like I think broke the internet.
Yeah.
100%. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Because there was another person. There was one that they had machines and they spray painted a dress, but that was like years back. That was like
really?
the 90s.
That's where they got
And I
their
feel
inspo
like,
from.
yeah, but this was incredible. And looking at the behind the scenes of that was amazing. Jennifer Lopez Versace dress.
Oh, yeah.
That's iconic.
But that wasn't really like runway, was it?
So
that was
she-
like her MTV
Yeah,
EMA
she wore
Awards.
it in like early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then recently, I think it was 2019. So it was 2000 Grammys. She wore it.
Yeah.
Then for Milan Fashion Week, she wore it again 2019. I think she was like.
Oh,
the
and she went down the
ending-
runway?
Yeah, like ending.
Nice.
It was like a version of it. It wasn't the exact one. It was
Yeah.
a version of it. Iconic.
Yeah.
Like she still
That's a
looks
look.
amazing. How many years later? My
Yeah.
God, 19 to be exact. Victoria's Secret came back. Someone's put.
Oh, I used to love the Victoria's
I
Secret
used to love
fashion
it,
shows.
but-
My favourite one is Bruno Mars.
Yes.
Best one,
I like Selena Gomez.
in my opinion.
I liked that one. It was
No.
good.
Bruno Mars
Okay.
in his fur coat.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I was trying to think.
Rihanna's one was
The
good.
Weeknd did
Taylor
theirs.
Swift's one was fun.
Taylor
Justin
Swift one-
Bieber's one
Justin
was
Bieber
so
good.
good.
Yeah.
I love watching them. That's
like-
like what I would like always go back to on YouTube and not watch.
What was your reaction to this one?
Oh, I didn't.
No.
I didn't think anything
live
of
up.
it.
Do you know what it was? Even the the whole. I think the whole thing is very much the moment. It's not the clothes because.
Yeah.
To me, it isn't the clothes. It's the moment. It's the
Yeah.
singer. It's the It's just the reaction from the guests. It's just the
Yeah,
vibe
I
of
didn't.
it
I
all.
didn't think it was going to
And
be.
this-
Also, I kind of think like times
done.
also changed since Victoria's Secret.
They
Like,
stopped for a very
the
long
world
time.
is like so different now, and now
Yeah.
I'm kind of like.
But I think they tried to make it modernised by having like all the. I like the idea of having all the old models like coming back. Like they had
I don't
Kate
know
Moss, they
why
had,
it just didn't catch my attention this year
It just
at all.
wasn't. I think everyone was disappointed. I think that happens when you stop for a moment and then you're bringing it back. That's a lot of pressure.
But also, yeah, it is. You just can't make that happen
not gonna
again.
be able to
Like, I
recreate a
remember
moment.
everyone was really excited because it was like Kendall's first time doing it,
Yeah,
and like
yeah.
it just doesn't have that charm anymore.
Do you know what it was? Because you connect that with nostalgia, and it's no longer nostalgia.
Yeah, it's no longer nostalgic because it's kind of a bit controversial.
Yeah.
Like, it never really should have ever been
a thing.
Yeah,
At the
people
time,
glazed
it was a
over like how
thing.
bad it was for years.
Yeah, which is why they stopped.
Exactly, so they can't really bring that back. That's my opinion on that.
I agree. I don't know whether they're stopping it now because they did it last year. I don't think it received much feedback. Don't know if it's going to.
But might not be worth the money.
But I just feel like, yeah, I'm sure it costs a lot of money. Even the marketing side of things, they obviously pushed it out to hundreds of people, and I just think it didn't catch anyone's attention as much as I did. But yeah, that's kind of what everyone's
That's how I feel about that as well.
Cool. I'm kind of into the fashion shows. I'm not as much as I think I should be. I think at my uni, everyone was kind of like, you should know more about it.
No, it's like it's however you want to enjoy it, I'd say.
It's kind of my thing. Michael was like spitting out some ones, and I was like, yeah, I'll note these down 100%. But I feel like I get the iconic ones.
Yeah.
And then it's like, okay, nice.
Yeah. No, I like to look at them all.
That.
I have like.
Does it give you inspiration? For
I live
your
like
designs?
not really. I like to look like colours and texture wise.
Yeah.
Like if there's loads of like brown suede or there's loads of like, I don't know, green leather. I like to look at like little things like that. But I've got a Vogue business subscription, so it basically has like every single runway. So sometimes I'll look back to like 1980.
Yeah.
What was going down the runway there, because that's where I feel is like most interesting.
But also we're talking about that, like every fashion comes around in circles. Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like,
exactly. That's why I always look like more down, like further down the line.
Because that's more likely to come around again.
Yeah, because all of these brands have been doing a good job for a long time. So it's kind of looking what they've done over the last 30 years rather than just last season.
Yeah, 100%.
So yeah.
I love that. Thank you so
Love
much
a Vogue
for coming.
business subscription.
Love a Vogue business. Oh, I don't have it, but I love it.
It's good. And WGSN is also really good for like trend reports.
Oh, nice.
But that's like a... It's like
We'll get into that.
Yeah, it's like a business thing. Like, you have to pay a lot of money for it.
Yeah, if you've got a founder or business or something, like you've heard it here first, get that. But right now, I'm fine.
But yeah.
Thank you so much for coming. So what we're going to learn from that is more time now.
More time, but pressure still makes diamonds.
Pressure still, we
so
like a
push
bit
yourself
of pressure,
into the deep end.
but be a little bit more organised than us. Because it's always better to have a nice little balance.
Yeah. And you'll get there.
and
If you're not that
organisation.
organised and you want to do something in a couple months, you'll get there.
You'll get there. Everything happens. It all comes into place when it needs to. It's just, you might get a bit overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like yourself. Let's hope that 2025 isn't about Aimee being overwhelmed.
No, it's not. It's not.
Love that.
Well, that was fun, Mum.
Little man's coming here. Thank you for listening, guys. Subscribe. Like,
Thank you.
Share.
Oh.
Oh my God, we're up.
He thinks we're going now.
He's off to subscribe and
Wow.
like. And thank you so much for listening and watching. And I will see you in the next episode. Don't know what
See you in
we're
the next
talking
one.
about. Can't
Don't know
wait.
yet. You'll have to find out.
Leaving a cliffhanger.
Bye, guys.